Hello everyone, welcome to the MNTV and my instant match reaction after Liverpool beat Brentford 3-0 at Anfield this afternoon to sign off for international duty in style. Yeah, really proper top-notch performance from the Reds. To a man, they stood up to the challenge, and it was a challenge really. I don't think anybody really expected to be quite as comfortable as it was in the end. Certainly when you looked at the list of absentees that Jurgen Klopp had to deal with, really young bench. It was always likely to be a game that had to be won with the starting 11, and even that was a little bit chop and change. Obviously, Cody Gakpo in midfield, Endo starting as a 6, no Ivo Canate, so Joel Matip comes in. Obviously, long-term absentee and Andy Robertson, so still with Tsimikas playing there. So, yeah, really difficult circumstances, certainly pre-game for Jurgen Klopp to deal with, but you wouldn't have known it looking at the performance because, like I say, to a man, they absolutely stepped up to the plate. And the big players, especially the lads who you look to in times like this where you are a little bit under it in terms of you haven't quite got the options, because you look at our bench at some games and you think, wow, like if those lads don't get you, the lads on the bench are going to come on and hurt you. But on this occasion, that wasn't likely to be the case. It was always going to have to be, like I say, some of the lads who started the game, and fortunately it was. And we've been tested by Brentford before. They've put up real stern challenges against us, certainly down at their place. Obviously, this time was at Anfield, so the Anfield factor does always obviously play into our favour. Our record there is just absolutely immense right now. But it looked like it was going to be a tough test, it did, but we come through with absolutely flying colours. And it was important that we did so, because obviously to maintain any sort of pressure on the top of the table, Man City, at time of speaking, of course, they haven't played Chelsea yet, so we are level on points with them. And any drop points, obviously with them to play straight after the break, could just be a huge sort of bonus and positive for us, really. And it gives us a chance to strike them. But in terms of the game, Liverpool were positive from the outset. We controlled proceedings. There's a little bit helter-skelter at times. Both teams had moments. Liverpool sort of architected their own downfall almost a couple of times in their own box. Trent Alexander-Arnold in particular with one dodgy touch that led to an Mbeumo chance. But generally speaking, I thought our counter-press was really good. I thought our intensity was really good. I thought our willingness to just get about the pitch and make life difficult for them was really impressive. And we didn't show that at times last season. To be honest, we haven't shown that at times in the past few days, the Luton and Toulouse results. So that looked to be sort of back. And whether it's just an Anfield thing, I don't know. We could do with finding a little bit of that on the road, I reckon. But yeah, proper performance. Pretty much from the outset, I've got to say, I thought we were really good. Darwin Nunez thought he broke the deadlock a couple of times. Had 2 goals disallowed for offside. First one, marginal, probably just about right. Second one, way offside, but the second one finish was absolutely ridiculous. Overhead kick from Darwin, really showing off at this point. But we do break the deadlock. It's actually Darwin Nunez that finds Mohammed Salah after a nice, incisive ball into Darwin's feet from Trent. The sort of ball that sort of cuts defences in half and gives them no chance to set. Darwin lays it off to Mohammed Salah. That link-up continues to blossom, and Salah makes absolutely no mistake. He's in a perfect position, really, for the type of finish he likes to execute. And he does it comfortably. And it's interesting because that actually came a couple of minutes after Joel Matip was booked for a foul. And I say foul in the loosest of terms because it absolutely was not a foul, nor was it definitely not a booking, like a ludicrous decision. Joel Matip's reaction is gold, as you can imagine. It's prime Joel Matip, it really is. But it's a terrible decision. Paul Tierney, of course, in charge of the game today. I say in charge, again, loosely. But what that did, it sparked Anfield into life. Like, Anfield was, at it anyway, and Liverpool were at it anyway. But this one moment, just for the next 5 minutes, we were really sort of gunning for them, and it paid off because we went 1-0 up. So a little bit of an assist from Paul Tierney there. So nice one for that, my mate. And yeah, Liverpool in control, going to half-time, come out second half, much of the same, really. And there's a couple of moments again where Brentford have half chances. There's one, Liverpool perhaps should have been ahead by more in the first half, I've got to say. There's a moment really late on where Darwin Nunez gets in behind, but it's a good last-ditch tackle to deny him, just about gets his toe on the ball, otherwise he would have been sent off. And there's one... There's a 5-minute period whereby Brentford really do look dangerous to get the ball inside our box a few times, a little bit chaotic. But Liverpool go up the other end, and it's Kostas Tsimikas who does really well, actually, for the second. He keeps the ball alive, just about. We're talking fine margins in terms of the ball going out. He's sliding, digs that across, and I don't know if he meant it, but if he did, it's genius, because he finds an unmarked Mohammed Salah in acres of room inside the box, who does not have to move, and I mean does have to move, stands pretty much still like a statue, and just nods it in, the Egyptian king, to make it 2-0. Keeper's trying to get across. I think Salah thought the ball had gone out because he barely celebrated. He barely moved, to be honest with you, throughout the whole passage. But it didn't. Tsimikas did well, like I say, kept it in, delivered the cross, 2-0 to the Reds. And not long after that, I think a little bit of Brentford's resolve and hope kind of evaporated then. And Diogo Jota absolutely put the final nail in that particular coffin with a screamer. Cut inside from the left like he so often does and let fly with the right. And it's a proper finish. Like, it really is a high quality goal. So, yeah, Liverpool put it to bed from that moment. Brentford, to their credit, had a little bit of a go late on. But what I will say is about Brentford in general today, in terms of every time they attacked or every time they looked like they had a moment, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk was absolutely imperious, like incredible, back to his best. Just anything that came near him was dealt with. There's one moment and he's basically on his own goal line and he clears behind for a corner and he laughs it off in the end to say, how have I done that? It's a frighteningly good performance from Virgil. A couple of moments I think Bremo gets alongside him inside the area and Virgil just leans on him and says, not today, my mate. Honest to God, like, it's vintage Van Dijk. It really is. It's the Van Dijk of what we've seen a few years ago, whereby no one could get past him, no one could get near him. People gave up whenever they seen him in the eyes and went, oh, well, that's the end of that then. That was Virgil today. Just incredible, honest to God, like proper captain's performance on, like I say, what looked like it could be a difficult challenge for the Reds on paper. He stood up and said, nah, don't worry about it, I've got this. And you know what, credit to him. But credit to them all, you know, Kostas Tsimikas, Mohammed Salah, Cody Gakpo in midfield as well, Diogo Jota, Szoboszlai, Trent, some really good performances today. Alisson Becker made a big one-on-one save as well in the first half. So yeah, proper performance from the Reds, keeping the pressure on, much needed after a dodgy week as well. Yeah. Boss, happy days. Loads more content to do. Loads more content coming up over the international break as well. We don't stop, as you know, on Redmen. So, yeah, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend or the week, whatever it is. Yeah, take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.